Sun Tzu, in his book The Art of War, said, know yourself and know your enemy, and you need not fear the result of 100 battles. We're not in a battle right at the moment, but what is useful is to obviously know yourself, but also to know the problem that you're actually faced with, what you're actually challenged with. We have 4 basic intelligences. We're all thinking, doing, feeling, sensing and communicating animals. So, and with those we've survived billions of years, and by developing them, especially in the last 200,000 years. Behavioural, cognitive, social and emotional, those 4 intelligences there, can usually come up with a solution. But it's important that we use the right tool for the right problem. We've developed these problems because we have different types of challenges which we can overcome using these 4 intelligences if we use them at the right time, at the right place. The 4 types of problems we come up with, I say that we have tactical, technical, tenacious and transient problems. Tactical problems are something which, entrepreneurs are great at this. They do firefighting, and so what they tend to have to do here, if you've got a tactical problem, you just react to it. You just react. If there's a fire, you put the fire out. If there's a problem, you sort the problem out, and that's fairly predictable problem to solve, because once you put one fire out, you can usually put out others. Okay, technical. You probably have to do a bit of thinking about this, respond, and you might have to use a checklist. Checklists became very useful for doctors when they were in surgeries and that kind of thing. And again, it tends to be that it's quite predictable. These are in the simple linear realm, and it tends to be what I want to do and what I think is the right answer. So we react to that. We might take a bit longer with this by responding, but once you've done it once, once you've done that once, there's SOPs that you can build, and then obviously checklists and process and that kind of thing. This is the realm of kind of where business tends to be. Tenacious problems. Well, tenacious problems are problems that, things such as, say, poverty. Say poverty. So you solve one person's problem, but there's still other people with the same problem. And what you can't do is just use the same solution. So they're tenacious. It's quite complex. You have to relate and kind of empathise with people to try and solve their individual problems. So this area is really more complex. And transient, what I mean by transient is it's a problem that if you get too many of these, then it's time to reorganise the system. This is a systemic kind of problem. And so it's a transient problem because you're passing through a phase. And there's a universal life cycle that goes like this. And when you're at this stage, or when you find that you've got a lot of tenacious problems, it's time to reorganise the system that you're in. So really this is reorganising the system. It's a paradigm shift usually, and so you have to think about things differently. What happens is we keep on going round and round, we become more and more complex over time. It's not that we lose something, it's just that we add more and more skills to our skill set, if you like. But yeah, technical, they're quite simple, linear problems, kind of left brain thinking, as Dr. McGilchrist would call it. These are more complex. Tenacious means that you can't one solution won't fit all the challenges, and you have to kind of relate and empathise individually or it's context specific. And transient means it's a problem where you've got to have to shift what you do. We're going through an awful lot of this with AI and that kind of thing. If we don't reorganise quickly enough, at the moment, everything's being rushed by these two, which we're outsourcing our thinking and doing to AI and robotics, and it's gathering pace. The problem is that there's going to be tenacious problems of inequality, and so therefore we have to reorganize the social systems that we're in. So yeah, know yourself, know the enemy. Obviously, if you're an entrepreneur, you're just trying to compete. They want to conquer everything. Technical people want to control everything. These people want to nurture everyone, and these people want to explore everything. So you need the right person with the right skill set, or the right mindset even. And also what's really important as part of this know yourself is, well, what's our motivation? What are we trying to achieve, motivate? And what's our purpose? We might have to look at that. What would be really useful as well is to understand the culture that we're in and what's our ethos. Okay, so yeah, understand what it is that you're facing. Understand if you're the right person. As a leader, you have to know where you are on this universal life cycle. So it's know yourself, know where you are, and also know the challenge that you're facing. And yeah, it should be interesting to see what comes on with this AI, because at the moment we've already got tenacious problems with society, and it's been a long, it's about time that we reorganised our social systems to cope with this new technology, but we'll see whether we do or not.